Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. This is a daily energy update, and then we're going to get along with some free readings. So we hope everyone is having a really great day today. Today we are going to be using a new deck, the Sacred Forest deck, Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Lynn. So, hello, how are you doing? So we are just we're just going to shuffle, and so you want to get into a general message, then we will get into some viewer questions. So we hope everyone is doing well. This is just a general energy update. Today is the last day of May. So this is for the 31st and the 1st of June. So can't believe it's already June. This year's just going by so quickly. So we are we're just going to begin with a general reading. Okay, so we got the card. Actually, there's quite a few. She said we're only taking 3, so we're gonna. She said 3, so we are gonna try again. She said. What is the message for May 31st and June 1st? I know tomorrow, I believe it is, the Jupiter is conjunct the North Node, so lots of expansion there. Apparently, she wants to talk about that before we get into any cards. So she's like, a lot is going on. Saturn is getting ready to go retrograde. Like I said, Jupiter is conjunct with the North Node, and soon Jupiter will be conjunct with Uranus. So a lot going on. So we're going to take this as the first card, Butterfly Spirit Transformation. So we're definitely liking that energy. Are you ready to step into a whole new energy? Are you ready for that transformative energy? Because we're going to not do that right now. So we're going to get the next card, which is the Fire Spirit energy. So definitely, are you ready to take bold new action with that? We're just going to take that bottom one. And that is the card of Earth Spirit. So make sure you're really staying grounded. That Fire Spirit energy for me calls in the energy of the full moon that is coming up this weekend. And that is in fire sign Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is definitely about speaking your truth and standing in your power. So is that something a little different than your normal? Are you always one to really stand in your power? Or is that a brand new energy? Because it brings new stability when you know your own power, when you are in your confidence. And I think that's what this is asking you to stand in your power of your confidence and know that magic is surrounding you. So we are going to cut the cards, and she said we're going to start with the Strength card, which is definitely about standing in your power. And the Strength card is the only card that can overcome that devil. So whatever toxic energy or negative thoughts that's been going on, whatever situation, the Strength card is able to overcome that. So stand in your stability, stand in your power. She said that's really good to see that the Strength is overcoming, literally, the devil. The next card is the High Priestess, which is about, are you meditating? Are you gaining that higher knowledge and wisdom? Are you gaining your clarity? Because you know what? Clarity is knocking at your door right now to move you into a brand new direction, something much smoother. Transformation is at hand. She said, the karma is moving because, Saturn is going to go retrograde, which is about your karma. And Saturn is giving you a chance to revisit, say the last 6 months is So you said about the last 6 months to look and see, where have you been doing the work? This is going to give you, so you may have people coming back from a long time ago that are trying to come back. So it's just to see, have you learned that lesson during this coming retrograde? Have you done the healing work? And we feel like this is going to be a test when something comes back that's not good for you, that toxic energy. Do you have the strength to pull your energy back? And you know what? If you know a friend is toxic and they decide to come back, you know what? Just because they come back doesn't mean you have to say, okay, we're going right back to where we were, because that is not going to be where you need to be. You have to work on your healing of your heart. Make sure you're doing what's best for you. Sometimes people say that's selfish, but you truly have to stand in your own power of what is right for you. The environment is the King of Swords. That's definitely clarity, gaining messages. I see the owl and the crow, so he's definitely getting animal messages. And there's a bat in the background. So you said, so even at night, even when you least expect it, there are messages coming to you all the time. So how others see you, the Seven of Swords, walking away. You know what? Sometimes you have to walk away from that stuff that doesn't serve you. This bird's down here, having a fit, that person's walking away. But you know what? Sometimes you have to do what's best for you, what's going to bring you stability long term. And the Hopes and Fears card is the Ace of Swords, which is about brand new clarity, taking things one step at a time, and know that truly everybody else's opinion is based on their perspective. So sometimes we just have to pull the focus back to self and say, what is best for me? I'm going to stand in my power and do what's best for me. I'm not doing any codependent, toxic behavior anymore. And the outcome is the Ten of Swords, which is walking away. There's a lot of swords in this reading, Celia says. She said, we have the 4, the 6, the 7, the King, and the Queen, and the Ace. So she said, priority of this, message besides the majors are the swords, which are the thoughts. Are you ready to think a different thought? People project back at you how you feel about yourself. So do you have strong boundaries? Are you letting the chaotic thoughts get the best of you? Because you know what? It's saying walk away from that. She said, this is going to tell you how to do it. The 7 of Pentacles, growing your self-love. Queen of Pentacles, pulling your energy back, being very grounded and balanced, and focusing on your own pentacles at this time. Not letting that chaos of the mind get to you. Look, that girl is not having any problem really going on. That's just a mirror of her thoughts in her head. And that will let you stand in that power right there. Are you ready to stand in your power? She said, definitely the daily message for today and tomorrow is stand in your power. Are you doing that? Are you being that Queen of Wands? Are you standing in your magic? Do you know that by being, and she's like, look, and here we have this energy is right the very same too as for the underlying energy. That stability, being grounded, focus on you. Are you doing that? Are you focused on what you need in the 3D? And the bottom of the deck is the Sun. As you walk away from this mind chatter and decide to step into your power, the Sun is going to shine right there for you. Beautiful. We love that. And she said we're going to get a card for guidance, and we're going to use this Gateway Oracle. We got several new decks when we went to I Can Do It, and we've been thoroughly enjoying them. So we're going to get a couple of cards for guidance from the Gateway Oracle. She said, run them over our sage real quick. Okay. And messages for guidance for this reading. Being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. And truly, that is definitely, you have to just kind of say, I'm going to go where I'm meant to be. Follow the signs, and make sure you're just, being in your happy self. And she's in that boat alone, because most of the time we really are. And then communicate freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. Are you communicating with your authentic self? How are you talking to yourself? Biggest question of all. How are you talking to yourself? She said we're going to leave those out because we're going to use both those decks today. So we're going to put both those there, and we're going to clean up the general reading and get on to some other messages. We hope everyone is doing well. We ask that you please like the video and subscribe. Hope everyone is doing well. Please let us know where you're from, how you're doing today. And Celia's just going to call you for a message. So the Dollface Diva, we're glad you needed to hear that. She said it's definitely an important message of the day. And tomorrow we're going to be releasing our Good to See You. Tomorrow we're going to be putting out the monthly the videos for the month for each of the signs. I am doing okay. We went to I Can Do It, and I've just been so busy since we've been back. I am launching my own website. Celia has decided we're going to do an oracle deck, and I've literally got it all in the works. Dave's going to do the artwork. My part is almost done. We're really excited about that. Celia was like, do it. So like we literally got a list, and we like have 50 cards. So we are going to make our own oracle deck. So Dave wants to try to do some of the artwork, so we're gonna let that. So and just see what's next. But we are launching our own website. I'm stepping more in my mediumship since we have we channel some of the we channel Celia, we channel other people. So we are going to work on opening and expanding that as part of our collective business. So so we are excited for that. We can't wait till so he was trying to give me some ideas for the back of the deck. So we're excited about the creation of this. At first I was like, no, I don't think so. And then I'm like, boom, all this stuff. So apparently today she's like, no, we're doing it today. So so the Dollface Diva, do you have a question? So he says, do you have a specific question? Yeah, we've just been doing that, reading a lot of books, and just so much going on. So so he said, please drop your question. What should I do about my current situation with Eric? Okay. And we are going to use the Gateway Oracle. Okay, and the card you get is Giving Birth. I am bringing forth a new and dynamic energy into the world. So he says this current time is a period of growth for you. And then the bottom of the deck is coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. So we feel like this is a time for you. And she said to show you the back of the deck. Is there somewhere near you that reminds you of? Yeah, she said, is there somewhere near you that like, yes, I saw the back of them and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. Wherever that place is, you should go and meditate and feel into that energy, because she was like, show you the back, and then like she is coming into the new. And I know, like, we went to that and I've been so inspired. I've taken up to listening to we saw Gabby Bernstein there, and like I just like so resonate with her energy. You should go because that really is it somewhere that you get to see this? Does the sun shine on you? Yeah. But this right now is a time for you, your growth and development. I'll say honestly, she's like, focus on you. The transformation is coming. Spirit is trying to really connect with you because she said there's this, she said even before we get that card, that white bird there is source trying to connect to you. So call in, say, I call in spirit source. I want to know what message you have for me, and then sit and meditate and listen when you're there. And like you're going to get a message. Like she's like, you're going to get a message. Something that's going to really help heal your heart. There's something you're holding in your heart that's really holding you back, but there's an offer coming. Yeah. She's like, go there and ask source what you need to heal in your heart. Cause she's like, there's definitely something that needs healed. Because there is something new, coming soon. Do you have a lot of judgment about him? Do you hold any kind of judgment? She's like, any judgment. Because a lot of times the things we don't like in other people and how judgment is really our own self-judgment, things we don't like about ourselves. So look at wherever yeah, that's because all those people have other agendas for you or him. Um there's some part. She said there's something that when you do this, you're going to have such an aha moment. You're going to, when you go and you meditate and you ask source for this thing, and it's going to really turn the wheel. And then we got the world, like a brand new cycle comes through your meditation. So she's like, meditate, meditate, meditate. Yeah, like ask source and say, how can I just send love to this situation? But yeah, she's like, meditate in this wherever. She's like, wherever this place is for you, go there and meditate, and you're going to get every answer you need. But we feel like spirit is trying to really open up for you. She's like, really, it's opening. She's like, spirit's opening for you. So yeah, she's like, go there, wherever. Like, that's the whole, you're the reason we got that deck out. She said, we weren't even going to do it. We were only getting this deck out. She said, we were using this one. And then she's like, go there. But like, no, like, I'm going to tell you, we did some things and I went and I'm going to tell you, look up Lauren Rainbow, because she had we saw her with John Holland, which both had a profound effect on me and let me realize that I'm going to be doing that someday. But her and John Holland together have made this mediumship deck, opening to mediumship. Hay House is having a sale today and tomorrow. I think today and tomorrow Hay House is having a sale. So if you buy nothing else, go to Hay House and buy this. I think they even have free shipping. But like, I got this and I got a couple of his books. And honestly, send me your address, and when I'm done with the Psychic Navigator book, I'll send it to you. Because she said I'm gonna read it. But like, this will really help. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, get this. She's like, tell you to get this. Like, I'm using that in the Psychic Navigator to open myself up, and look up Lauren Rainbow. Laur Lauren Rainbow. She's the co-author on this with John Holland, and is amazing. But she's like, tell you. Yes, she has a YouTube channel. She's like got 700 some subscribers. She's phenomenal. So But Celia's like source is trying to open that communication more direct to you at that place. So go to the place. Go to the place. So that's not. We wanted to do this. She was ready to have some fun. So thank you for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Hi Shirley, how are you doing today? Shola? Yeah, like that's like my place. I used to go walk and meditate, and now it's the backyard. Like I went there and literally Celia downloaded almost my entire. Like we had gotten a card, like card one. She gave me card one, and then she gave me card two, and then three. Um, so yeah, and then this morning she gave me card 4 through 50 of. So Amrita, what is the future outcome with a partner? Okay, we are going to get your question next. We hope everyone is doing well. We ask that you like and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. Hi, Danielle. How are you? And Amrita, we did a video at the beginning, a message, and we got this butterfly spirit. So you get that, and which is transformation. And then we get spirit guardians of summer expansion. Do you see yellow birds at all? I see them frequently, or peach trees. Some relevance there. But your spirit guardians are clearly around you, and that card reminds me of something very fruitful. So the expansion is going to be something that will be very nourishing for you. And Owl Spirit is the bottom of the deck with wisdom. And we're going to get some tarot. We feel like the future with your partner is going to change and grow into something that's going to be really nourishing for you. Try to look at it from a different place, from a place of wisdom. And of course, are you meditating? And then she said, we're just going to cut it and we're going to get 3 cards. So you get the 9 of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. Sometimes it's also about overindulgence and isolation, because if you see, he's kind of off by himself. So if that's in the past, if somebody's been a little isolated, transformation is at hand, because then we have the Justice card, which is about balance and also a contract. And then the Knight of Cups. So that is a new offer of love coming back. Also a commit. She's like, you have 2 like really strong commitment cards there with some transformation. So it looks like trying to see it from a higher perspective, a different perspective. This is a time of your growth and expansion. And as you do that, you're going to get the messages you would like to hear. You are very welcome. We are so happy for you. And the Princess, how have you been doing? Shirley, what have you been up to? You are very welcome. Have a wonderful day. Hi, TS. How are you? And Celia says we are going to Karita. We're going to get you next. the now is like super good. Like, so he's like, be in the now for sure. When we were doing, she's inspired us to do an oracle deck, and one of the cards was the card of now. So, high positive energy. Thanks for joining us. And for Rita, we're going to get what is the outcome of the situation with my connection with Capricorn? Well, for number one guidance, if you feel somebody pulling away, Celia says, pull your energy back. That's another one of our cards. Lean back. If you feel somebody pulling away, a lot of times we reach in, we feel them pulling away. So we start energetically grasping at them. Don't do it. Promise you. Men don't like to be chased, pursued in any way. If you pull your energy back, if anything, he's going to notice, whoa, hold on. Where has her interest gone? So, so we are getting cards for you, Farida. And the first card you get is the hummingbird spirit. And then you get the ancient oak spirit, which says there's some wisdom hidden deep within. Are you getting outside? And then you get the phoenix, which is transformation. And the card of dragon, which is power. And the shadow stone, which is passage. And the pure spirit, purification. Normally we don't take that many, but she feels like there is a strong message there for you. Sometimes you have to go through an initiation period, and sometimes you have to have that time alone to really grow and really become into the powerful person you're supposed to be. It's just a rite of passage. There in transformation. So honestly, we feel like it is a in the bottom of the deck is the maple spirit, which is generosity. And she said, here, look. She said, does the red tree resonate for you? Is there somewhere there is a maple tree? I don't know. But we feel like this is a period of transformation for you. She's got this so much coming in. She had me get this deck, which is when I was really going through my dark night of the soul and my initial growth, and really working on my journey. So I feel like it's really saying it's time for you. Pull your energy back, focus on you. She's like, do you know where your Chiron is? Do you know where your North Node is? Are you working on your spiritual growth? Because sometimes if there's, for you to have true spiritual growth, sometimes we have to have time apart, separate, to really do that, to step into our power of who we are. So we're going to get 3 cards. The Tower, the Three of Swords, the World. This is, Farida, she said, you can write a new story. You can write, what do you want? Tell us what do you want to be with that person? Because you have this new opportunity, and with that Ace of Wands is like, here's a gift. What do you want? You want a higher commitment? Are you stepping into the energy of that? Or don't let the mind chaos get to you. Know that you can really wish what you want. Put your wish on paper. Write it down. Take some time. Get in your heart space. Feel the most love you feel for that person. And write the story of where you want to be in a year, 2 years, 5 years. Write it down. Put it out there. And then no. It does literally. So you're like, that's why we're doing an oracle deck. Positive energy. We are doing an oracle deck. We we're so excited about it. It's funny, we started, Dave's gonna but like you can literally write it down. I was talking to my daughter the other day when we were in Florida, and she said, I had at one point felt like she was behind on everything. And she's like, and now look where I am. I'm not behind at all. And I'm like, everything in the right time. Everything happens in the right time. You know what? You have to put it out there and say, I want more. I want this. You have to tell the universe what you want. You know what I said? I told one person I'm dating for marriage. The next person I dated after that, I married. Literally. I said it. You put it out there. Write it down. Your words are more powerful than you could ever realize. So we are going to have an oracle deck coming soon to you. It's funny. She started with one card, and the second card, she told me it was very descriptive on the picture. And then we were driving last night, and she's like, card 3, and then card 4, and then we meditated today, and now we're to card 50. We were at like 40, and then we came in and got. Yeah, so and it's the Celia guidance. We're going to go in and pull it out. So we are going to do our very own oracle deck. So we're super excited. And she says, once we get that printed, we'll be giving some of those out. So we're just super excited about them. Oh, absolutely. I can't wait till it gets done. Now, at first, I was like, I don't even know, but like. I'm working on the website, and now the oracle deck just like flowed out of me so quick. It was unreal. Like I had to literally start like doing voice to text because she was giving me the cards so quick that like, yeah. So it's been an interesting day. And then, yeah, so a very interesting day. So we are gonna Miss Shirley. Yeah, we're just like so much, and then like I'm really working on my mediumship. So 2. Yeah, we went to I Can Do It, and it was so amazing. And then not this weekend, coming up, the next one, we're gonna go see Abraham. So you wanted me to see some different people perform. Like we got to see John Holland read, Kyle Gray read, Colette Barron read, as well as I got to see John and Lauren Rainbow together do it. And then now we're going to go see Abraham because we are going to kind of incorporate those two together because, we channel Celia, which is definite sure guidance, but we also channel people that have passed for certain people that have a message. So literally, I was telling before you got here, the Dollface Diva, John Holland and Lauren Rainbow have a mediumship deck card. So I got that, and I'm personally using it, and I got a couple of his books, and just very felt called that way. So that's the way we're going. So Miss Shirley, can we get your question? What are TW's thoughts and next actions towards me? She said we're switching. And these are the decks we're using today. Thank you. We are so excited to be back live. We've been just like doing so much. But it's always good when Celia's flowing through me. I tell Dave it makes me look completely different when she's like here. So Shirley, Shirley, you get the cards of soar into joy. Childlike wonder fills my life and healing the past. I step into my future with strength and clarity. And the bottom of the deck is cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Shirley, how's work going? So he's like, this is kind of about money, and we feel like you got to heal the past. And what is the joy? What is the are you writing? Are you getting out? And when you're writing, are you focusing on what you want or on healing the past? Are you dwelling on the past, or are you focusing on the joy of the past? Because we feel like she's like, there's something really deep that you have to heal. Oh, Shirley, have you done any past life stuff? Past life. Yeah, you have to fill your own cup up, Shirley. But we feel like, have you ever done a past life regression? Because you know what? I found out I had some past life stuff that I've been working on. And definitely seen a change in my abundance since that that regression. So have you done with men or in general, Miss Shirley? I highly recommend it. We did a few when we were at I Can Do It. You can even listen to them. Honestly, with the past life regression, what we did is you kind of get talked into a calm place, and then you actually go in and see it yourself. And you can ask questions and, how old am I, at this time? How did I die in this life? And then you know what you can do? It's amazing. You come out of it and you think about it for a little bit and analyze it for a few moments. And then you know what you do? You sit and you say, I want I want to change the story, and go back and change the story. It was really awesome when we did it with Denise Lynn. We did a past life regression. And when you go to see her, she has you break up into groups of 6. And it was me and Dave, and I was sitting next to a lady. And then instead of any us doing it with the group around us, we actually went away and found the other 3 people for our group that we did our regression with. And then when you do them with Denise, you find the other people you're connected to in your life. Actually, Dave's been communicating with one of our persons in our group. So Shirley, honestly, you want to know what? I just saw this happen. When we were at I Can Do It, this actually happened. When we were watching, we went and saw, and Chris Ann was one of the speakers, who is the Light Seer creator. And when it came to question time, you would not believe the amount of people that got up and left. We were just floored. So that is a reflection of them, not you, Shirley. Maybe it's your energy is in such a better place now that they just couldn't vibe with that energy. Sometimes when you're being the light, people can't be around you. And when they're in low energy and you're in high energy, there's just that separation. So do not take it personally. Take it as it's a situation. It's theirs. It's not you. Not you. Them. And sometimes people that aren't in, and she's like, we don't even need to get more cards because right now it's about, she's like, we aren't talking about that other person. We're talking about what you need to heal. That's to bring you the joy. And you know what? Sometimes when you're in that healing place and you're getting to that joy, you know what? Sometimes people who aren't there can't be around it. Like, yes. But Celia's like, do a past life regression. You can find them online. I know Denise Lynn has some. I will honestly say, look at her, Lynn, Linn, on YouTube. She has some past life regression. Do that. You would be surprised at what you can learn. And then when you do that, you know, she teaches you go back in, change your story. If in that life, you know, in the lifetime that where we were regressed, I was impaled by Dave. So we have wrote a different story. Yeah. Yeah, but she's like, really go look. Like we're like, we got all this knowledge and stuff that we just recently received, so we're all about sharing it. You know, all the resources that we can, you know, give out there. The princess, so he says, did you have a question? How are you? And Shirley, sometimes Shirley, I am a physical therapy assistant by trade. I went to school for it, did it. After 5 years, the universe said, okay, it told me I had a gift in my hands and I needed to do something else. I fought that shit for 5 more years, trying to be a physical therapy assistant. Every time I did it, it just sucked the life out of me. It was just not the place for me. And honestly, if you're trying to do something and the universe is saying it's not for you, it's going to be the hardest, like most draining thing for you. Like, to where I'm like, okay, I give up. And you know what? How much happier I am since I just gave up trying to do it. I mean, my last job I went to that literally I tried to do it. They couldn't give me a password for the dang computer even. Like it was just such chaos. I went to one of the buildings and they're like wanting me to do fraud. And I'm like, okay, 5 minutes in, I'm like, okay, this job is not for me. So if you're trying to do something and it's like really being hard and you're knocking and beating that door and trying and it's not working, it's not for you. That job, not for you. No. Yeah. Yeah. She said, you know where you're supposed to be. But apparently we needed to tell you about that. I tried to beat my head. I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn. I'm like, no, this is what I'm supposed to do. You know what? It's not. It was to tell me where I was, you know, I had something in my hands, which led me to figure it out. And you know what? I was told by somebody that, yeah, you're supposed to be doing something great with your hands in the future. And you know what? I'm doing something great with my hands every dang day. I'm doing tarot. I'm helping other people. I'm, you know, we use our hands every day for magic. So it's all in the way you see it. So sending you love, Shirley. And I used my stuff as a physical therapy assistant with Reiki to kind of make my own technique. I can find energy blocks in the body, and get messages of what has caused that energy block, just through my own thing. I need to get back to practicing it more. I've been focused on this and not really focusing on that, but that's obviously something still in my future. So the massage school I would love to do. I'm really into the reflexology stuff. And the princess, we are getting cards for you about, will your man break out of the fog he's in and come back towards you? Emerging into grace, I open my soul to grace. And letting go, I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. And believe in magic. True magic is abound in my life. So, are you trying to push it? Because the image I got was pushing something up, like a boulder up a hill, like. So, are you trying to push this into more? Are you trying to push it? You are very welcome, Shirley. And yeah, that Celia says this is the thing we love the most, interacting. That's why we're moving into the mediumship, because we're like, we want to have that interaction. Yeah, she's like, stop pushing that thing up the hill. And we're going to get some tarot for you. You get the Page of Wands, which is new opportunity and inspiration to put that, let go. She's like, put it down, let it go. Say, if it's meant for me, let it come back. And where's Pisces in your life? Because the tooth is, she's like Pisces. So where is Pisces in your chart? She says you will know. So where is Pisces? And then we get the Five of Cups, which is about sometimes you're still holding on to energy from past relationships and not even which is about the shadow. And sometimes Pisces, that energy is, the Five of Cups is about holding on to this the past and stuff from past relationships and not realizing there's brand new opportunity, like brand new opportunity trying to and energy trying to come in for you. But that energy, so that energy is there, it's being held back, but it's coming forward. And it's going to be the energy you want. But she's like, what relationship, what is he doing that you don't like right now? Yeah. Yeah, whatever you're bringing in, you have to let go of. Send it with grace. Because you can really have the magic that you want. She's like, you can have it. But whatever you're bringing forward, that energy, you know what? You have that. Yeah. And she's like, totally pull your energy back. Do you write songs? Do you write poetry? What do you write? What is your creative outlet? She's like, writing. Whatever you write. She wants you. whatever, she wants you to write down about the pattern of this. Write down how this makes you feel and write down all the people that have ever made you have that. Yeah, she's like, write down whatever, every time you've had that feeling of, I'm not being communicated with. Because, Chiron is still in Aries, and that's that wound of self and a feeling of not being heard. But she's like, write down the pattern. Write it down all the way back to your childhood. Yeah, and take your time with it, meditate on it, and, say, call in source, say, guide me, help me, help me with an open heart to see this pattern, because all of these people have just been part of my contract to heal this wound. Literally every time it's ever happened is just an opportunity for you to heal it. And if you don't heal it now, it's coming back again and again until you decide to heal it. So look at the pattern. When else have I felt this way? How does it make me feel? Yeah, Dave, like the very same thing. Like, I tell him, invite your inner child out, let him come out and play. We're going to do this, bring him on out. If not, he comes out and it's not always in the best way. So, yeah. She said, you could fix it. Because you want to know the best thing I've learned about that? I say what I have to say. You can hear it or not. It doesn't matter. I have to just speak my authentic truth. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or hears. They're only going to hear it from their perspective anyway. And that's why Celia's like, write it down. Find somebody that you can be just yourself with, no judgment. You know what? You ever need to write it and talk about it, send me an email. I got a new email, Brenda@BrendaOlson.net. Send me an email. If you ever just need to vent, she's like, we're always here, because sometimes when you feel unheard, you just have to let, just get it out. So, but heal the pattern, and you would be surprised at how quickly, even just calling awareness to that pattern, you would be surprised at how quickly, like Dave and I was doing it when we were driving to vacation last year, and like 5 minutes after we literally had a conversation, he got a text from his ex-wife about something that we were literally working on. So just energy moves quickly. You would be surprised. So just look at the pattern. And then you just have to honestly forgive all those people that you feel triggered you, because they were just doing what their part of that contract you had with them was. And they are meant to trigger that part of you so you can heal it. So have some grace with all of those people. Don't hold any energy that you're still holding about all that from all those people not hearing you. You have to let it go, because you have to find that peace within you. I have to put it out there for my authentic self. It doesn't matter how anybody takes it or any of that. I just have to authentically offer it. So anyway, I hope that does well for you. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. And Kevin, how are you doing? So he says, how are you? And positive energy, did you have a question? Thank you for being here and moderating for us. Okay, positive energy. We're going to get one from the Sacred Forest. And you get the Pure Spirit, which is purification. When you walk outside, do you pay attention to the elementals around you? Do you realize there's little fairies like in the somewhere where you walk? You should talk to the fairies. I don't know if you believe in the fairies, but I'm definitely connected to the fairies. So connect to the fairies. They're definitely trying to talk to you. She's like, talk to them. They could bring you some magic. Like she's like, they could bring you some magic. And then you get the Freedom card, Eagle Spirit, which I can't help but say, so he says, that message about, when I was trying to do something and it wasn't the right thing for me, couldn't do it anymore. She's like, poke at you. So, and then you get the Aspen Spirit, which is courage. And the butterflies on there is about transformation. And then you get the Rainbow Waterfall, which is the Miracles card. What if money was no object for you at all and you could pursue any interest, what would it be? Yeah. What would it be? Because honestly, I got to the point to, what I'm doing? I'm doing this. I'm going to work on doing my mediumship and doing events. And why aren't you doing it? Do you know you could do a really wonderful podcast? I hear podcast, so it's like podcast. Because like I've been listening to the Dear Gabby one. And there's a lot less competition out there than you might think. You ought to think about doing a podcast or a blog. She feels like you wouldn't want to maybe do the video. So podcast. Do a podcast. Do it. You would be surprised because honestly, if you're trying, she's like, just like I was trying to be that physical therapy assistant. I'm like, no, I have a gift in my hands. I'm supposed to help people. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Nope. Still have a gift, just using it a different way. She's like, so if you don't want to do video and do YouTube, do a podcast. You would be surprised. That's the sword of truth and clarity. If you would pursue your heart's dream, that would give you the freedom to bring all the miracles you want. Like, because you're really like beating your head against the wall, trying and working really hard, and you just can't get this relationship to work out. It always feels like there's something there in the back kind of blocking it. And it is. It's because you have a higher divine purpose. To step into your feminine energy, to balance your masculine, your feminine, to share your experience, and to call in your partner. It's there every second of every day. All you have to do is say, I ask Source to give me guidance, and meditate and listen. Clear your mind and listen. You would be surprised that I wasn't going to do a deck, and literally I was kind of resistant about doing the deck. And so you gave me card one and then card two, and was like very specific and drew the picture of card two out in my mind. And I described it to Dave. And then I'm like, oh, then we went on. And then the next day, card three, card four. Today, the rest of the cards, all the way to card 50, all the way down. I got all my part done. I have to go in and pull my Celia guidance out to put in the book. But literally, I asked Celia, make this easy if this is what I'm supposed to do. And you know what? Literally, I couldn't get them out fast enough on paper. So I literally did talk to text and got them out. Yes, you can ask Source to give you guidance right now. Meditate. Source, give me guidance. Like yes, make it easy. I made friends with the fairies. And you know what? When I walk, that's why I have the little purple flowers all along my path, because I like to see purple flowers, yellow flowers, but purple ones. Like, so purple flowers are all over for me. Just because I have that connection with the elementals, and I'm like, show me purple flowers. I really like to see them when I'm walking. So I see them. But you don't realize the miracles that are trying to come in for you right now. She's like, trying to come in. Let them in. Step in to what you're supposed to do. You're really going to soar when you do that. But if there's something that you would be doing if money wasn't an issue, don't let money stop you. Because if it's what you're meant to do, the money will come. She's like, it'll come. I just asked, what would you do if money wasn't an issue? And you gave me an answer. That would be a good place to start. So he says, if you're drawn to us, you're a messenger. We are messengers. We are drawn to that, to share that information. Teach what you learn. But she said, you just told us the what. If money wasn't an object, what would you do? If money wasn't an object for me, this is what I would do. So this is what I'm doing. And money isn't an object for me right now. So, she's like, you got to follow your heart. Because we feel like you're doing what we did about the therapy thing, beating your head against the wall and getting nowhere. She said that's because you're on the cusp of that Taurus energy. So you definitely can still resonate with that Taurus stubborn energy. Okay. Well, and thank you for moderating today. We greatly appreciate it. And we are going to see anyone that would still like a question, please drop a comment. She said, takes one to know one. But like, literally think about the podcast thing. Oh, yes, Kevin. Just a general. So you said just a general. But she said you may be surprised. You could even and she said you could start your YouTube channel and do the guidance that way. Do you realize some of that guidance you want to give is channeled guidance? Like my Celia guidance, like how Celia tells me the right uplifting, encouraging thing to say. Because we were here for the upliftment of all. So, Kevin, we are getting a general for you. Two of those cards, Kevin, were in our general reading for the day. The cultivating prosperity was. The giving birth may or may not have. And then breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond my limitations into joy and freedom. Kevin, are you trying to start your own business or branch out onto something on your own? And standing firm, like that's like a victory. If you're interested in starting a new business or changing, or I feel like starting. If you have an interest that you're really interested in and you want to know if you can make living at it, you've put it out there. It's we feel like whatever it is coming. And you get the cards of the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. You feel like you definitely have a higher purpose. It's going to bring you to much stability. We think you're looking too small on what you're wanting, but the opportunity that you're wanting is going to come in quickly. Because you get the World and the Three of Wands with the King of Wands, which is in the Nine of Pentacles. We think whatever that is going to lead you into something much greater for you. So we feel like you're gonna get what you want with that, but it's going to lead you to something of a much higher purpose, something more on your spiritual path that's going to really lead to stability. You know, the Nine of Pentacles is about that entrepreneur that's solid and stable. But we feel like that's going to happen, but it's going to open up something so much bigger for you. So, because Celia's like that entrepreneur is in your energy somewhere. So, hi, Wake Up Girl podcast. I was just telling Positive Energy she should do a podcast. Salon Suites ownership. Is that like the salon loft thing? Because I'm pretty sure those are pretty lucrative and do pretty well. Here's our best advice. if money wasn't an object and you could do anything you wanted, what would it be? Because then if you follow your heart with that, the money will come easily. But yeah, definitely we feel entrepreneurship in your future. And he was like stand up the king of the hill, so that's pretty good. So he's like, that's pretty good. So and we're gonna get a card for Girl Wake Up Podcast. Exceeding expectations. I soar into excellence. And if that's a real passion for you, opening to love, my heart is open. We feel like it's going to go phenomenal for you. So it looks very, very good. Two cards, the 10 of Cups and the Devil. And we're going to get a card to clarify the Devil. The Fool. It would be good for you not to let anybody else pull the strings for you to be in charge. Definitely go for it. She's like, go for it. This is your opportunity as well to step into something new. You have to trust your heart. Trust your heart. If you're unsure, put your hand on your heart and call your energy there and ask, is this the right thing for me? And listen. She's like, and listen. So I think we are going to take a little break. We hope everyone is having a good day. We will be posting monthly videos tomorrow for the month of June. We hope everyone has a super great day, and we will be back tomorrow. Bye.